It's one of those fragrances that are slept on, but really we don't mind this one in particular being slept on. Hello scented world, welcome back to yet another fragrance review. My name is JP and it's always a pleasure to have the returning viewers, but for those who are joining us for the first time, you are by far most welcome. Now this channel exists to share informative content through our fragrance reviews and our unboxing experiences. Now if that sounds like content you really are down for, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that you never miss out every single time we drop a review, and help us grow this community where we can all grow together in discovery of scented water. So today we have an exciting review. The fragrance we're going to talk about today is one of those exciting offerings that a lot of people are sleeping on, and I for one really don't mind people sleeping on this one. Am I really gatekeeping? I guess we'll never know. But one thing I'll tell you, this is a Beyonce of the Malaki line. And the fragrance we're talking about today is Chopard's Oud Malaki. Oud Malaki is classified as a woody spicy fragrance. It was launched in 2012 and the master perfumer behind this one is Dominic Ropion. And that guy is loved and well known for creating beautiful blends utilizing spices. I'm probably jumping ahead of myself, but there is a hint for you. Now the name Oud Malaki translates royal oud in Arabic, and really this fragrance resembles that. It looks and smells regal. This is one fragrance in a line of 6 offerings, if I'm not mistaken. You have the rose, the amber, the black incense, then you have the leather malaki, and the most recent one, if I'm not mistaken, is emerald malaki. And like I said, this right here is the Beyonce of the Malaki line from Chopard. Now let's quickly look at the bottle presentation, then we're going to talk about the juice. Chopard is a jewelry house that is well known for its watches, and in the Malaki line, all their bottle caps resembles what looks like a watch dialer, and I don't know if you can see the detailing on this cap, that it really looks like, you know, a watch strap, a metal watch strap. And of course, like I say, they resemble the dialer right here on the bottle caps. The transparent bottle allows you to see this beautiful juice. It looks just as it smells, golden and royal. And then you get this thick base. These fragrances come in 50 and 80 ml bottle presentation. I don't know what they were expecting by not including that 20%, because we would have loved it. Now let's talk about the juice. The opening of this fragrance is strong. However, it settles down a little after 20 minutes. The opening is sweet, fruity, and oriental, coming from grapefruit and lavender. In the mid, it's all about spices, tobacco, and leather. However, the leather in this fragrance is not too offensive for any nose that is not into leather-leaning fragrances. It's well-rounded and well done. An intoxicating symphony of wood, oud, spices, and tobacco is what you're going to get as this fragrance dries down. Heavenly lavender, delightful Cuban journey, dreamy tobacco, soft leather, strong spices, and gentle amber and oud. Exactly that, and bottled in this beautiful thing. This is probably one of the best ways to get into oud style fragrances. It's not done in a way that is offensive, but rather gentle, extremely refined oud version for the Western nose. Now, which season are you going to get the best wearing out of this fragrance? You guessed it right. Winter and fall, this is going to be a beauty. The profile is already telling that this was built for the cold. I've had a lot of people say this smells like Spice Bomb and Oud Save the King had a baby. I don't know how to feel about that. Sure, you can really pick Spice Bomb's profile in this. That you cannot dispute. However, when it comes to Oud Save the King, I really wouldn't say that I can pick this thing in here. I've had this 10 ml decant of Oud Save the King by Atkinson's for about 5 years now. And this is how much I've used within 5 years. Not that I was preserving this thing, but because only 2 sprays is what I needed in order for me to enjoy this fragrance, with strong emphasis on enjoy. The leather, the oud and woods in here, explosive. And honestly, I cannot say that about Oud Malaki, unless by baby they are referring to the gentle and tamed nature of infants. Maybe that's what they meant. It's often said that this fragrance is going to remind you of the Blazing Mr. Sam and Halfeti from Penhaligon's. However, I haven't really tested those fragrances, so I have little to nothing to share in comparison to this one. I don't know, have you guys smelled those fragrances? What has been your experience with those? Please be so kind to share in the comment section what's your experience or the comparison between those fragrances and this one. Occasions suitable for this fragrance: night out with your friends or a date night with a loved one will be perfect for this fragrance. And sure, you can sneak it into a daytime, but it has to be in winter. The weather, or the heat rather, has to be very low so that it doesn't overwhelm you and people that are around you. Now let's talk performance. The projection on this fragrance is solid for the first 45 minutes to an hour after you apply it. Very enjoyable in the opening, really intoxicating. You're going to get a little over 8 hours of longevity with about 4 to 5 sprays, so this should cover your day's work. The age group that is probably going to enjoy this the most would be 30 and up, sure, with the exception of younger noses that really have a thing for such blends. And I can almost see ladies pulling this off. For those who really have a thing for spicy and leathery profiles, definitely are going to enjoy this one. Not only smelling it, but also wearing it, I'd like to believe. Overall, this is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. I just love how it wears on my skin, and really, I think it's probably one of the very few fragrances that I've really worn. Really worn. Sometimes we try to preserve these things, but they're just those fragrances that you're like, you know what, I need to wear you, I need to finish you. And for me, this is one of those fragrances. I'm not gonna be bummed when this one is finished. Probably gonna get myself another bottle, or maybe explore other alternatives to this, but this is my trusted one. Really love this one. This is doing difficult notes with poise while delivering astonishing value for money. Chat it. There you have it, guys. Oud Malaki from Chopard. Please be so kind to share in the comment section if you are familiar with this fragrance, if you own it, what has been your experience, or any of the fragrances that I mentioned earlier on, the Blazing Mr. Sam or Halfeti from Penhaligons. We would really love to hear from you. And while you're at it, remember to hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell so that you never miss out every single time we drop a review. And sure, go ahead and share this content with your friends and family members, anyone who finds a liking in fragrances, so that we can grow this community where we can all journey together in discovery of scented water. Until we meet again on yet another fragrance review, remember to keep well and stay smelling great.